So, good day, sir, classmates. So, Israel. So, let me introduce myself first. So, I'm Rodel C. Madamba, and my body Neljon Basco Sagawinit. So, Israel. Israel is a small country in the Middle East about the size of New Jersey. It has a diverse topography consisting of a highly lengthy coastal plain, highlands in the north and central regions, and the Negev Desert in the south. Its eastern border in the north, terminus of the Great Rift Valley. Country Israel. So, police agency, the Israel National Police o tinatawag na INP. Department of Ministry of Public Security na tinatawag na MOPS. So, ang Israel daw ay isang maliit na bansa na matatagpuan sa timog silangan ng kasing laki lamang ng New Jersey. Ang mga topografiya nito ay kinakabilangan ng mahalagang coastal plain, mga highlands at ang desert Negev. So, upang mapanatili ang mapayapa ang bansa nila, ang kanilang ahensya ng pulis, ang Israel National Police o tinatawag na INP, na nasa ilalim ng Ministry of Public Security. So, next. So, vision. The Israel Police operates with a sense of mission to provide personal public security to the citizens and residents of the country, and to improve their qualities of life while enforcing the rule of law. The Israel Police also strive to strengthen the public faith in the police and safeguards the right, dignity, and freedom of all individuals. So, sinasabi dito na ano nga ba ang misyon ng pulis dito sa Israel. So, sila ang may responsibilidad sa pananatili ng seguridad ng mga mamamayan at residente ng Israel. Ang makakatulong ito sa pagpapabuti sa kanilang kalidad at dignidad sa kanilang prosesyon habang sinasabuhay ang batas sa trabaho nila sa pagkatiwalaan ng sila ng buong publiko at pananatilian ng karapatan, dignidad at kalayaan ng bawat tao sa Israel. So next, ranks. Rav Nizav Commissioner, highest. Shooter Constable, lowest. So the motto, Military Police People First. Type of law enforcement, centralized, single national police force, designed to serve all the country's communities. So, ang rangko ng INP o Israel National Police ay mula sa Rav Nizav Commissioner bilang pinakamataas hanggang sa Shooter Constable na pinakamababang rangko. So, iisa lamang ang kanilang motto. Ito ang Military Police People First, na ang ibig sabihin ay kapakanan ng mga tao o mamamayan ng Israel. Ang kanilang uunahin bilang parte ng kanilang trabaho, responsibilidad, sapagkat ang kanilang law enforcement ay nakalaan upang magbigay serbisyo sa lahat ng komunidad sa Israel. So, next. Estimated strength, 28,000 as of 2018. So, ito naman ang logo ng INP na color black and white lamang. Simple lang ito, pero kung titignan mo sa malalim, ang kahulugan nito ay ang yan. So, ang estimated strength nila ay 28,000 as of 2018. So, hindi lang daw basta-basta sa kanila tong tong logo na to, pero malalim sa kanilang para sa kanila. So next. So history of the police system. 1920, First State Israel during the British Mandate. The Palestine Police Force was the organization responsible for policing and public security in the Israel during the British Mandate. The police force established in 1920 revolved around a national headquarters were ruled over territorial districts in various divisions. The police force also contained a criminal investigation department o tinatawag na CID in various gendarmerie units and was comprised of two sections, a British section and a Palestinian one. The majority of the high-ranking officers were British, where most of the policemen were locals, Arabs and Jews. So, dito naman, upang maintindihan natin ang kasaysayan ng sistema ng pulisya sa Israel ay sisimulan natin sa 1920 or Free State Israel. Noon, ang Palestinian Police Force ay may responsibilidad na magbigay ng seguridad sa Israel. Noon yon. Then, kasama rin dito ang CID or Criminal Investigation Department, wherein nahati ito sa British and Palestinian section. So, next. So, 1948 Israeli independence. So, the cover of Simron Yagov police log from April-July 1948. 1948. The log includes May 14, 1948, the day on which Israeli independence was declared. Right. The page of the log from May 14, 1948, which among the routine entries contain the following remarks on the second line. In red, the British Mandate is dead. The state of Israel is dead. Long live the Jewish state. So, kung mapapansin nyo, mayroong sulat na kulay pula at dito nakapayag ang kalayaan ng Israel na nagsasabing the British Mandate is dead. The state of Israel is alive. Long live the Jewish state. So, yan. Nakikita nyo naman. So, next po tayo. 1951 Foundation of Israel. Border police detention relating to the newly established country's security and the fact that hundreds of thousands of our refugees were living in camps around the country's border prompted widespread infiltration attempts into Israeli territories. The IDF's unsuccessful attempt to cope with the phenomenon, the establishment of the Design Force, the Frontier Force led to the foundation of the Three Border Police Division in 1951 under the command of the Israel Police. So, noong 1951 naman, ang Palestinian Police Force ay binago at binuo ng Israel Border Police dahil sa tensyon sa seguridad ng bansa bago at mga Arabong refugees na nakatira sa mga kampo ng border ng bansa. So, next po. 1960, the Eichmann trial. In May 1960, Adolf Eichmann, a former SS officer responsible for the planning execution of the final solution na tinatawag na Nazi plan to annihilate the Jews during World War II, was captured in the territories while significantly contributing to the dismantling of the terrorist organization in Judea and Samaria regions. So si Adolf Hitler guarded by Israel officer during the trial in Israel Police History Department. So noong 1960 naganap ang Eichmann trial na kinakabilangan ni Adolf Hitler sa isang SS officers. So makikita sa larawan si Adolf na binabantayan ng mga Israel police officer. Next. 1967, the war against. So Palestinian terrorism following the Six-Day War in 1967. The Palestinian terrorists organized launch a wave of assault against both military and civilian targets in Judea, Samaria, and Gaza, as well as in Israeli cities. The Israel police and the border police work in cooperation with the IDF and Israel prison service in order to prevent thwart the actions. So dito sa 1967 naganap daw yung World War against the Palestinian terrorism. So dito ay nagkaroon ng assault na military ang civilian targets. So Israel Police Border Politica IDF at Israel Prison Service ang nagtulong-tulong dito para matugunan ang seguridad para sa Israel. So next. 1974 Duar Purpose Police against Israeli targets following several revere terrorist attack in the mid-1974, the most infamous of which was the attack on the town of Maya Lat on May 14, 1974, during which 22 children were murdered. In the Israeli government decided to make the Israel police responsible for the country's public security, thus making the Israel a dual-purpose police, a police force that deals with traditional policing roles as well as a issue of national security within the state's borders. So sa 1974 ginawang responsibilidad ang Israel Police ang pagpupubliko sa seguridad ng bansa, kaya naging dual purpose ito. Sila ang nag-aalaga sa tradisyonal na papel ng pulisya sa mga issue sa national security sa loob ng mga teritoryo ng bansa. So next po. As part of the police preparation for its new duties, several organizational and structural changes took place, including the establishment of Operation Division, the establishment of the Israel Civil Guard, the establishment of the National Bomb Disposal Squad, the establishment of Special Central Police Unit o tinatawag na YAHAM to combat terrorism. So, ang Israel National Police o INP ay nagkaroon ng ilang mga pagbabago sa organisasyon at estruktura bilang bahagi ng kanilang paghanda sa bagong tungkulin. Kabilang ang pagtatag ng Operational Division, pagtatag ng Israel Civil Guard, pagtatag ng National Bomb Disposal, at pagtatag ng Special Central Police Unit na YAHAM. So next. 1977 Visit of President Sadat. In the late 1977, the president of the Egypt, Anwar Sadat, landed in Israel. Sadat was the first Arab leader to conduct an official visit of the State of Israel. The security of the Egyptian president visit code names Gate 77 required the Israel police to conduct special preparations within a very short time and deploy thousands of policeman officers. So, sa bandang huli, sa taong 1977, ang Pangulo ng Anwar na Egypt na bumisita sa Israel. Bali, mayroong dito yung nag-deploy sila ng mga madaming pulis na sa pagbisita ng Estado at Israel na itong tinatawag na Gate 7 na kung sa kaya kinakailangan nilang gawin yung special operation. Kaya yan. Next. So, ito po yun. Tapos ito po. Egyptian President Anwar Sadat visiting Israel in 1977. So, 1990, the Gulf War. On January 18, 1990, a day after the collision, armies under the leadership of the United States launched an attack on Iraq. The first Scud missiles were fired on Iraq at Israel cities. The missiles fire lasted for 40 days, forced the police to operate under a state of emergency in order to send help to the damaged areas and provide aid to other emergency and security forces. So, sa pagdating ng 1990, itong Gulf War ay ang matapos na hukbo ng collision. Bali, dito yung nag sila ng 40 days na force dahil sa pagpapaputok ng missiles na tumatagal ng 40 days. Dahil yun na paano ang mga Israel police na mag-operate at magkon ng emergency and security forces. So next. 2001, the war against suicide bombers, fighting and assault by the Palestinians in the early 2000s, quickly transformed into a full-fledged legal terrorist an intifada by the Palestinian organization. In the following years, hundreds of Israelis were murdered in dozens of deadly terrorist attacks all across the country, most of which suicide bombers. For many months, the police operated under the state of emergencies, which police officers and volunteers standing in front lines facing the suicide bombers. So, noong 2001, ay nangyari naman ang the war against suicide bombers, ang labanan ng pag-atake ng mga Palestinian sa simula ng 2000 ay nagbago. Nang mga sumunod na taon, marami ang namatay dahil sa terrorism attack at patuloy pa rin nagtatrabaho ang mga pulis para matulungan ang mga mamayan ng Israel. So next. 2002, the Black March. The terror attack reached their murderous peak in Black March of 2002, during which 105 civilians were murdered and 26 soldiers were injured in a string of attacks. On March 27, 2002, the first night of Jewish Passover holiday, a suicide bomber exploded in the Park Hotel in Netanya, killing 30 Jewish civilians who were celebrating the holiday with their families. As a result, on the March 29, the IDF launched Operation Decided Shield in order to destroy the terrorists' infrastructure in the Judea and Samaria region and return the security to residents of Israel. The Israel police played an active and significant role in this operation. maintaining close cooperation with other security forces. Due, due to this operation, the number of terrorism attacked by the suicide bombers decreased substantially. So, yun na. So, next. So, rank classification. So, ito po yung old: Chief Commissioner, Commissioner, Sub-Commissioner, Chief Superintendent, Superintendent, Chief Inspector, Senior Inspector, Inspector, Sub-Inspector, Cadet, Chief NCO, Senior Sergeant Major, Advanced Sergeant Major, Senior Major First Class, Sergeant Major, Sergeant First Class, Sergeant Second Class, Senior Police Officer. So, and etc. Ang organisasyon ng Israel Police o tinatawag na INP ay binubuo ng National Headquarters na pinatnuban ng INP Commissioner, na kung saan tinutulungan sila ng staff ng mga senior officer. Ang staff na ito ay binubuo lamang ng Major Generals. Bawat isa ay namamahalaga sa isang 5 departamento. So, next po. Organization structure of the Israeli National Police, tinatawag na INP. The Israel National Police INP Commissioner is assisted by the staff of senior officer who form the national headquarters. This staff consists of 5 major generals and heading of the first 5 departments: policing and security, investigation and crime fighting, logistic, personnel and planning, and organizational. The Israel Police Headquarters are divided into 6 divisions: policing, security, and community, investigation, intelligence, traffic, planning and organization, support, logistic, human resources. So, ito po. Minister, Security, Director General, Israel Fire Service, Israel Police, Israel Prison Service, and etc. So, other details. As a national police force acting in compliance with the Police Act of 1971 and additional articles of legislation, the police operates in 4 main areas. So, the police main 4 areas. Number 1 is the public security, including anti-terrorism activity, maintaining the law and order, including the responding to the disturbance and overseeing the detainees in detention center, fighting crime, including the investigation of the criminal act in crime prevention, traffic enforcer. So, bilang karagdagan ng impormasyon ng Israel ay iisang national police force na nagpapatupad ng Police Act of 1971 at iba pang batas. So, next. So, do outstanding performance of Israel National Police. So, ito yung ina-awardan sila. Due to outstanding performance of Israel National Police, according to the Minister of Public Security 2002, in a ceremony held on December 14, 2020, 32 policemen and civilians were awarded decoration and commendation for their functioning and bravery in 21 different events over the recent years. The heroic event include the thwarting of terrorist attack, combining the serious crime and saving human lives. The decoration and citation were awarded to the police and civilians who acted with the determination and courage stroke to the contact something to the point of self-sacrifice. Acting Police Commissioner left and the Minister of Public Security the award ceremony. So, thank you for listening. So, let me introduce my body to the best practices and others. So, thank you.
Recruitment process in Israel. Dito sa Israel, mayroong 3 stages. Una, the recruiting office reviews the incoming resumes according to the available vacancies, the candidate's background, residence, etc. The recruiting office also performs an initial assessment of suitability within the police databases such as criminal records, searches, traffic repossessions, prior attempts at recruitment, etc. Dito, kailangan ng resume para makita yung mga databases kung meron siyang criminal record, tsaka meron siyang violation sa traffic, repossessions, prior attempts at recruitment. Sa Israel din, kailangan din nilang mag-undergo sa mga tests, persons-to-person interview, and medical examination. The candidate is required to arrive at the recruiting office on the classification day with all of the following paperwork. Dito yung tatlong paperwork na kailangan gawin na mag-a-apply. Official IDF, Certificate of Discharge, including the commander's evaluation and the conduct rating. Original Certificate of Education recognized by the Ministry of Education, secondary tertiary certificate studies. A health certificate signed by a family doctor and result of medical checkups provided by the applicants, including an ECG test or stress test as detailed in the medical certificate form. Ito yung kailangan dito, yung mga education certificates, tsaka yung mga result ng test. Yung sabi dito, yung candidates under age 29 and candidates over age 29, dapat 29 lang age nung mag-a-apply at hindi lalagpas sa 29. Important, it is recommended the candidates should arrive for the qualification day well prepared and alert after a good night's sleep. Candidate who fails to achieve the required threshold grade during the test will be sent home and will be able to submit application in order to improve his or grade only 1 year later. Ang sabi dito, dapat sakto lang yung pagtulog ng isang applicant dahil kung hindi siya makapasa is uuwi siya sa bahay nila at maghihintay ulit. Sa second stage naman is the physical fitness test. The following includes details of the fitness requirements for women and men separately. Pag sa lalaki naman, aerobic test, 2001 required time for compression 11 minutes or less. Tapos pag sa abdominal muscle, sit-ups at least 45 sit-ups. Arm muscles push-up at least 30 push-ups. Pag sa babae naman, aerobic test 1,001 required time for compression 6.5 minutes or less. Abdominal muscles sit-ups at least 33 sit-ups. Arm muscles push-up at least 22 push-ups. For more information on physical fitness requirements. Sa third stage naman, a successful candidate will be invited to the security officer work talk. Ito naman kakausapin na yung successful na candidate. Prior to arrival for the talk, the following forms must be filled out and brought for the day. Security questionnaire, a classified questionnaire attached. Secret questionnaire must be filled in over the computer only. Sa third stage, makikita din dito yung fingerprint and saliva samples are prerequisite for recruitment. On recruitment day, each new recruit will be required to give a saliva sample and copies of his or her fingerprints for inclusion in the repository. Dito is kailangan nilang magbigay ng kanilang saliva samples at saka copies ng fingerprints. Here's the police rank and insignia sa Israel. English name Israel, 1948. Formal name is State of Israel. Police rank and insignia, Rab Shatter, Senior Police Officer. Samal Shen, Sergeant 2nd Class. Samal Rishon, Sergeant First Class. Rab Samal, Sergeant Major. Here's the rank and insignia in Israel. Here's the police uniform in Israel. Equipment in Israel. Then meron silang helicopter, meron silang boat, motor, and cars. The arms in Israel. Meron silang Arad, Carmel, Tabor, Galil Sniper Rifle, Uzi Pro Submachine Gun, Negev Light Machine Gun, Israeli Tabor X95, Galil AR, Mini Uzi X95, Jericho 941, CTE R21, Uzi, Eagle Mark X44. Issued weaponry in Israel. Standard issue rifles non-combat M1 carbine, M1A1 carbine, M1 carbine bullpup, Micro Galil 5.56 mm submachine gun, standard issue assault fire combat, M16 assault rifle Colt Commando, Car-15 M4 carbine, Galil assault rifle, sniper rifles, Remington 700P, Mauser SP66 and Mauser SR86, Mauser K99 mainly in the Civil Guard, M14 rifle mainly in Israel Border Police, Galatz Galil, Salafim, Galil sniper version, handguns, IMI Jericho 941, Beretta 71.22 LR, Browning high power, Glock 17 Yamam and other special units only. The Israel Police is responsible for public security, maintaining public order, securing public events and rallies, dismantling suspicious objects and explosives, COD, riot and crowd control, law enforcement, crime fighting, detective work, covert operation against drugs networks, investigating suspects, road traffic control, operating the civil guard, handling civilian complaints, handling youth violence, educational campaigns. National Police Headquarters, Jerusalem. Ito yung kanilang PNP station. Best practices. The Israeli police is willing to train Philippine National Police. All anti-terrorism measures, PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde said Monday, June 3, 2019. Unang best practices is gusto nilang tulungang i-train yung mga Philippine National Police dito sa Pilipinas. Second best practices is in drone defense system versus drone strikes, national news. Israel police show children how to take over terrorists during event in Israel.